All right, what's going on? Matt with Icarryusa, and today we're going to go over proper trigger activation or trigger press. All right, see you on the range. All right, so today we're going to talk about activating the trigger properly so you don't move the round, because a lot of people tend to, as they activate the trigger, they tend to tense up a little bit, and a right-handed shooter always goes down left, and a left-handed shooter always goes down right. So we're going to talk about how to make that work really, really good for you, all right? So when you have the trigger and you're pressing the trigger safety, you're going to press the safety first, and then you're going to come to what's called the wall, okay? The wall is that hard part inside the gun. It's basically right there before it lets go of the striker. So you're going to come to the safety, you're going to come to the wall, and then you're going to hold the gun real still, right on target. Press, 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 nice and slow, and it's going to go off, okay? So what you want to do is you want to kind of break these down into pieces. As you can see here, the trigger is dead right now, so it's all the way to the rear. So when you press the trigger of the gun, you're going to press, 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 come to the wall, make sure your sights are lined up, and then press, okay? The gun's going to cycle. You're going to leave the trigger pressed, and then you're going to reset. That click is what you want to hear after the gun goes off, okay? And then that's as far as you need to go. After that, you can press your second round off. You don't need to come all the way off the trigger. So press, 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 prep the trigger, press, come to the wall, all the way through, the gun cycles, you come to the reset, boom, and then right there, that's it, next round. And then again, next round, and again, next round, all right? We're gonna go ahead and fire some rounds off and you'll see exactly what it looks like. All right, so we're gonna go over proper trigger activation. This is turning into a real fun day. All right, unfortunately I don't have any magazines for the Glock, so we're gonna go right to the SIG now. Same kind of trigger, it's a little different, a little bit more sensitive, but here's the take up and you go right to the wall, okay? So as you're pressing the gun out, take up, wall, keep your sights on target, all the way through. Keep the trigger back, reset, right there. That's it, next round. Reset, right there. That's it. So, as you come to the trigger, all right, let's go through one at a time here. Draw, come around to your holster. As soon as the gun's up, prep the trigger from here, push the gun out, you come to the wall, sights lined up, press the round off. Holding that trigger back is the biggest thing. Reset, second round. Boom, reset. Come right to it, reset, next round. That way your rounds get a lot faster, your follow-up shots are a lot faster, and it's a lot cleaner and they're more on target. Just like that. Reset, bang, reset, bang, reset, bang. Don't come all the way off. If you come off, it's too much time. And then you lose a lot of other things, all right? Now we're gonna break that Glock down. I'm gonna show you exactly how the trigger bar works with the disconnect and the striker. All right, so we're gonna break this Glock down real quick. I'm gonna show you exactly how the trigger bar connects to the actual striker itself. So right here, when the trigger bar is reset, right here, I have these two halves together. This striker goes right behind that trigger bar disconnect, okay? And as you press the trigger back, it goes back and down. See how it goes back and down? What it's doing is pulling that striker back and then coming off the striker, and then it's got enough energy to light the round off, okay? So when you're pressing the trigger, when you're prepping the trigger, okay, when you're taking the prep out of it, boom, right there, it's pulling the striker almost, I could say, 90% back. And as soon as you come to the wall, that's right when it's about to disconnect from here to here. That's when it lets go of the striker and it smacks the primer. So now we're gonna go over how to keep them rounds from going down left or down right, okay? So again, move your garment, drive down the gun, come up, prep the trigger, two hands on the gun, press the gun straight out. You have your sights lined up, okay? Come to the wall, press the round, holding that trigger back, reset. Now, to keep it from going like rounds down left, what you want to do is as soon as you get to the wall, make sure your sights are lined up and then keep your sights lined up and slowly press, keeping your sights, and it should go off right there. It should be somewhat of a surprise. Not so much a surprise like, oh my gosh, but it should be somewhat of a surprise, okay? Right there, wall, round, okay? What a lot of people tend to do, and you don't realize you're doing it until you're on the range with someone teaching you, is a lot of people tend to go like this. And when you do that, you're driving that round down left, okay? So keep the gun straight up, sights on, press, 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 all the way. That'll help you out on the range a little bit. Trigger press on a rifle is the same as it is for a pistol. You're gonna have that take up wall, and then its round's gonna go off. Now the take up and wall on a rifle is a lot less than it is a pistol. They're usually designed that way. If you have a standard trigger in your rifle, it's a lot longer and a lot squishier. If you get more of a competition trigger or a high-end trigger, it's a lot lighter. They're made like that for a purpose, okay? So we're gonna come up on the target here. You're gonna see trigger press, prep. See how little it is? And then you're gonna come to the wall, press the round off. You're gonna hit reset and press. Reset, press. Okay? That's trigger press on a rifle. It's a little bit different, same fundamentals. All right, so when you're on the range practicing, yes, practice proper trigger activation. So take up, wall, press all the way through, hold that trigger back, let it cycle, then let go of the trigger. You can do this at home too at dry firing. Just press the gun out, point at something on the wall, press. Hold the trigger back, rack the gun, come back out, reset, and press, okay? Do the same thing with a rifle, pistol. You can do all this stuff at home dry firing. You don't need to spend money on the range just to get that practice in. Just dry fire practice. You can dry fire these guns all day long. It's okay. It's not going to hurt them. All right? So keep practicing. Keep getting on the range. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you out there.